Welcome to the 1878 FM podcast. Me, Ped and Sam. Today Dave is doing Dave things, fueling around somewhere, maybe on a runway or maybe, I don't know. He's busy, but we are here. Sam, let's get straight into it because Everton went to Old Trafford the other night. Done a little bit of Everton-ness in the opening 13 minutes. Controlled the game. Managed to lose two players, one through injury, one through bizarreness. And went on and beat Manchester United by a single goal. And what a goal it was.
Oh, yeah. What a night it was.
What a night.
I spoke quite a few times, and I certainly spoke on this podcast last week about how I didn't really rate our chances just because we always fall apart at Old Trafford. Even last season when they were in a mess, we went there and got absolutely battered 4-0, which was, on the day was terrible, and in hindsight it's terrible. But there's something about that all blue kit that Everton wear, which I do like aesthetically when the blue shorts come out. But it's just in contrast with the Man U kit. I've seen that game so many times when Everton just don't turn up and a subpar Man U team can just pick us apart. And then the game started. The lineup was interesting with Seamus on the pitch, and I was like, okay, yeah, good bit of nous. Had a couple of good games for Ireland. He comes off early. And I'm like, okay, that's a setback. But, we were playing well. We were passing the ball nicely. We were getting up the pitch. We had them sort of on the back foot a little bit. And I was like, this is nice. Can we sustain this?
Yeah.
So one of my lads is watching the game with me. The other lad's upstairs and he shouts me. So I ran upstairs and I come back down and my lad's on the sofa going, someone's been sent off. I think it's an Everton player. And I'm like, because he's 10, I'm like, oh, you know who's been sent off? What, he's the problem. And then I get in and the commentators don't seem to know what's going on. And I've missed the incident, so I don't know what's going on. And then it just feels like then I was so angry with Gay. I was so angry with Keane in that moment because I just thought we've started actually quite brightly.
Yeah.
And this is us now just basically reverting to type. I said to my son, I would bite their hand off now for a 0-0 draw.
Oh, God, yeah.
But then we carried on playing really well. And for a good sort of 10, 15 minutes, and then obviously we get the goal, we looked like the only team that really wanted to win. And what was really refreshing to me was that how Moyes just sort of let the team carry on in the positive vein that they'd started the match with, instead of doing what, not just Moyes, what a lot of managers would have done, which was suddenly just think, right, we've just got to protect the 0-0 here, which I never think it's a good policy. And we get the goal, and obviously in the second half we play a little bit differently because we have to. But all in all, it was a really great performance. And probably for the neutral, it's probably not something that you're looking at loads of great passing moments for us. But just keeping the ball and being smart with possession and being smart with the dark arts as well in the second half, which Everton teams haven't always been. And it was one of those games where, towards the end of the second half, I said to my wife, she's a red, so she was looking at her phone. She stopped following football currently. I think she was trying to figure out which rugby league teams to start supporting.
Yeah, sensible choice.
But I said to her, why do we follow football? Because this is not enjoyable in any aspect, even though my team's winning. And, deep down, I wanted to say, man, you don't look like they're going to score, but I didn't want to say that out loud, obviously, because then I'd jinx it. But as soon as the final whistle went, I clapped my hands, I jumped up, and I said to her, I really enjoyed that. I didn't enjoy it. In hindsight, I can enjoy it for what it was, which was a great performance and very un-Everton-like, and that's a nice thing to say about a trip to Old Trafford.
Something we said, wasn't it, that, hey, we don't enjoy it, yeah? Something we said that the good thing about it was Moyes didn't just take Tierno Barry off and throw another defender or midfielder on. And he did just sort of say, we'll just have two banks of four and we'll carry on with sort of what we're doing.
Yeah, he just left it, didn't he? And meant just a little bit more hard work for some of the players, but they carried it out to a T, which is very un-Everton-like. No, but it is, isn't it? Because you would even got to the 90th minute normally and conceded one and then conceded another one instantly,
or a soft penalty.
Yeah, or a soft penalty. But not everything went for us because everything didn't go for us whatsoever. But they all worked hard, done their part, and Moyes didn't panic in the moment because I think if he just thrown an extra, I think if he just, it's not like he's got loads on the bench to actually, to make those kind of changes anyway. But it was probably better. Well, it was better. He just left it alone, seeing how it played out. Because where'd you go from that point? It's 0-0. Where'd you really go from that point?
But would you have been surprised if he'd have said, took Barry off and just stuck in Jai, sort of centering, put in a Boonham on or something and just gone, we'll pack them in. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that, but a few managers like
a lot of managers
would have done that,
and there might have been a time when Moyes might have done that. But I think you've just got to react to the moment, haven't you? What's going on right in that moment? And maybe they were as shocked as we were at the situation. And maybe they were like, what's going on here? Yeah. What is this, a cunning ploy? This is a cunning ploy to wreck our heads, throw us all out.
Well, in football, you kind of draw the opposition on so you can hit them on the break, but we sort of did that psychologically, didn't we? We thought if we slap our own players, then
we hit them on the face, not the break.
Yeah. I mean, what did you make of it, Sam? The whole thing?
Well, I'm not a fan of AI videos because I think they're going to destroy society ultimately.
Yeah.
AI slop is what people call it, isn't it?
Yeah,
There's
it
the
is.
AI slot, which I've also seen quite a lot of recently. But again,
that's
a
different one.
I don't like these AI videos, but my mate who lives in Australia, Massive Blue, he sent me this one on Instagram, and it's it's Garner Gay, and he doesn't slap Keane, he punches him like a boxer. Keane goes back, Pickford runs over, Gay punches Pickford, then Pickford punches Keane for no reason. Then the ref runs over, sends Gay off, and Gay kicks the ref in the head. And it was dead funny because it was completely not like the actual incident, which was, I thought, pretty much a storm in a teacup.
Yeah.
And had Michael Keane been an opposition player, there's always the temptation, isn't there? If an opposing player puts your hands on you the way, in the facial area, the way that Gay did with him, you go down. But he would have looked ridiculous going down with that shove, because I don't think there was enough force in it to, not that there needs to be enough force in it to go down, as the rules stay, but I thought the ref was, he couldn't have got his cards out quicker.
Yeah.
It's like, when you go for drinks with your mate or dinner or something and the bill comes and everyone's trying to pay dead quick. Oh, no. It's like that. It was just, I thought he could have taken a bit of time to just think about it, have a word with them. And it's not like it was full, was it Bowyer and
it wasn't like a scrap, was it?
No, it wasn't that at all. It was out of order, and I thought once you watch the replay, it is Keane that kind of starts the shoving. I know Gay starts with the verbals, but Keane
puts his head on him. Keane puts his head on him.
Yeah.
You know. So anyway, they were both wrong, weren't they? Let's be honest, they were both in the wrong. But I think in football, I think you're going to have moments where you scream at each other. That's always happened. It always will happen. It's high emotion, and you've got to be able to roll with it. And I think if Keane would have just given it back verbally, like given it, they probably would have just walked away still arguing. But when he put his head on him and addressed it, then, it's one of them. But I think
if Keane would have slapped him back, like above the neck, would he have sent them both off?
Possibly.
Because we still would have won, but...
it'd have just been a bit harder.
It would have been a terrible, terrible moment, that. I mean, it was bad.
We were saying there was we could have given both of them a yellow, and then that would have, in some respects, been a bad punishment because the one tackle away then from getting 2 red cards. So there was other things. But I thought what it done, because I thought Keane started the game terribly. He was all over the place, but it sort of really hyper-focused him after that. And him and Tarkowski were, in the main, Tarky had that moment where he just decided to leave the centre-forward on his own and pick for that to get him out of trouble. But in general, he defended really well. And Jake O'Brien as well, we were saying this on the final word. He just got thrust into that after 10 minutes, didn't he? And because Seamus went off, and I thought he acquitted himself really well. And I think, like Ped said, he just had to worry about the defending rather than being on the front foot too much, and he's a good defender, we know that, so it sort of suited him down to the ground, and he left the field looking like a warrior with a bloody nose, didn't he, at the end of the game?
Yeah, it was great. And I think he's the kind of player where, having him in the squad and having him on the bench for situations like that, obviously he came on before the sending off, but perhaps that might have been a change that Moyes might have made at some point in the game if Seamus hadn't gone off anyway, injured, because, if you're trying to defend a lead with one man less, then Jake's a great person to have on the pitch, and he does give it his all, doesn't he? He does, he doesn't
he's a good
shake at
defender.
anything, and he's a decent defender, yeah. So,
Yeah.
But I thought that the way we defended was just really intelligent as well, and we didn't. They were always going to have chances, and Pickford was always going to have to make a couple of saves, and he did, and he made one incredible world-class save.
Yeah,
they didn't really look like they were troubling us too much, and they didn't seem to have that many ideas, and that's why I sort of repainted history in myself that I did enjoy the game, even though I wasn't like, sometimes when you think it's coming. When it gets to about the 75th minute, I was like, I think we might win this.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Ped said it on. We were talking on WhatsApp after it, like later on, and it was like it wasn't like massively uncomfortable, was it? We did have the moment, and you'd always hold your breath when they're toward, because we've seen it that many times. I think if you were able to ever step outside yourself and look at it, you'd be thinking as a neutral. I bet you there was lots of neutrals that were like, I can see Everton hanging on here. Yeah. You can't think like that when you're in the moment because you've seen it.
I think 4 minutes going up was a big mental boost, wasn't it? It's like, boost, if that's like 8, that's like everyone just goes, It's the old Andy Burnham looking at the phone, isn't it? It's you know what I mean? It's proper one of them, isn't it? But when 4 goes up mentally, you're just like, all we've got to do is get through 2.
And when it went up, we had the ball, so we were already in that first
So it's
minute.
just like all you got to do really is get through 2 attacks by them, you know what I mean, and just everyone be smart, and we were smart as well. I think
what you don't need is your goalie trying to sideline.
No, the goalie. I looked down for a second, looked up, and they had the ball, and I was like, "What have you done there?" But I think we were quite smart on the ball. I think there was one moment where like Bettel tried to like take 2 on and slipped over the ball. Classic clown school kind of stuff. Slipped in the custard.
With the big shoes.
Yeah, with the big shoes. But apart from that, we were quite clever on the ball. And Everton being clever in the last minute of a game when they're winning 1-0 with 10 men. You think you've seen it all.
I know.
You think you've seen it all.
There was a bit where Grealish got the ball. I think it was about 10-15 minutes to go. And Gary Neville actually remarked on commentary. But I was watching it thinking, we've really eaten up their attack here, because they would, it wasn't wave after wave, because that makes it sound like the Alamo, and it wasn't that at all. But they were coming back at us, but we were clearing the lines, we were resetting, and there was a point where maybe 15 minutes to go, Grealish gets it either in our half or on the halfway line, and he just does what he does, which was get his arse in the way, drew a foul, goes down, that eats up 45 seconds, and then we keep possession for a bit. And Gary Neville actually remarked, it's taken 3 minutes for Man United to get the ball back there. And if you look at the percentage of time left, that was a massive chunk. And there was loads of little moments like that when it was just, it's not full Atletico Madrid diving around and eating up time, but it's just being smart on the ball and making sure that you get your body in the way. You win a foul, you win a throw-in, and you get up the pitch a little bit and you just take the sting out. Because when it's wave after wave, that's when you get tired and you make errors. And we've seen that so many times where someone sticks a leg out or a hand goes out, and none of that happens.
Well, how many times have we said in the past when we're 1-0 behind and there's 4 or 5 minutes left and we do nothing, and yet when we're 1-0 up at home and it feels like the opposition are just consistently knocking on the door, and you're like, why does that never happen? Why can we never manage that? And for one of the first times ever, we've managed to manage it, but it is because of clever players like Jack Grealish.
I mean, Dewsbury, I know. Ironically, the pair of them went off with. Well, Grealish went off with. Did they go off in the 80?
Them 2 went off. Yeah,
they went off together. No, 10 minutes.
And Jai went off earlier, didn't he?
He went off a bit early, but they did it brilliantly, and the work they had to put in. One of the big things, Sam, I think this is like why it makes it even, in a way, a little bit even more sort of shocking as well. The result, and massively positive, was when Garner got sent off. We just kept doing what we were doing. We looked like a real threat, even though we had 10 men. But we then go and score the goal. I'm saying this to you see sometimes, don't you? You see a match report and it's got 10-man Sunderland hang on or 10-man Sunderland win. And you're like, oh, they won with 10 men, and you look, and they've had a man sent off on the 86th minute or something. Well, they just survived for 6 or 7 minutes. But the fact that Everton were down to 10 men after 13 minutes, but then went and scored the goal that won it in that, the next. I mean, it's just very much very unlike Everton.
I was just really happy that a Man United player didn't get sent off about 5 minutes to go. So they'd go,
equal it up. Like,
10, Everton eke out 10, 10-sided heated battle or something after one of their players has been sent off for dissent twice or something like that. Or kicking the ball away or taking a foul throw or something. Anything to just make it look like the scoreline was a little bit more presentable to Manchester
United. But what a
United.
goal, though. I mean, to do it with 10 men, it was a great goal. Grealish on the halfway line, keeping it like he does into James Garner. He gives it to Dewsbury Hall and he goes off and kills it in the top corner.
Oh, it was a great goal. And I've got a bit of an earwax problem at the moment. So I put drops, olive oil drops in my ear. Yeah. So I was on my side. You can't hear this, but you can see it watching on YouTube. I was on my side and I had earwax in. And Dewsbury Hall gets because with that a man sent off, I'm thinking it's going to be 0-0 if we're lucky. So I'm just like, I'll do my ears, and I'm lying there. And the goal goes in, and I jumped up, and I was jumping up, and I was like this, like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. And in the end, I just went, sod it, and it all dribbled out, and I got me tissue.
Nice.
But it was worth it for that goal because it was a great strike and it was a great little run. And Dewsbury Hall's been really impressive the last couple of weeks. I think I made a comment during the Sunderland game online. I said, if Dewsbury Hall was any sloppier, he'll have to go back to Finch Farm in Tupperware because his passing was all over the shop. He was sort of drifting in and out of games, but he's really really stepped up the last couple of weeks, and he's looked because he looked like a really good player at the start of the season as well.
Yeah, he's been in and out. Yeah, he's been in and out, but the last two's been really good.
Yeah, definitely.
Two questions for you. Two questions for you. Number one, as like a big chunk of earwax fell out yet, and it's been really satisfying.
Not yet, but I have had my ears syringed in the past, and you do get that. And in fact, I had it done at some place. Some proper old Scouse woman was doing it, and she was doing the jet of water, and she stopped in the middle of it, and she went, it's bloody chocolate in here. and then after about another 10-15 seconds, it fell out into this tin, and I'm not messing. It sounded like a marble. It went thunk, and I was like, whoa. And she showed me it, and I was like, that looks horrible, but strangely satisfying.
Tremendous. And the second question is, do you have to take marks off Dewsbury Hall's performance by the facial hair?
It's a little bit Fu Manchu, isn't it?
It is a bit Fu Manchu. You're absolutely right. Christopher Lee Fu Manchu.
A little bit like that. I think if he didn't have the beard and he just had the moustache, I'd be much more in favour of it. Yeah. But I thought he spoke really well in the interview, the post-match interview.
Well, he can speak.
The
beard doesn't take away from the and also it's good that you could hear him.
It's good.
It means the olive oil's working.
Yeah,
so it's good. It's good on all sides.
No, I think he's a calm, intelligent footballer, isn't he? In terms of, he knows he's articulate enough to get what he wants to say, and he spoke really well about the club, and he works really well. I just wish he'd shaved better because it is a little bit wispy, isn't it?
It's that kind of like it's that kind of facial hair where you go, I'd leave it, lad. You haven't got quite
those hormones.
The hormones to get it in.
Do you think does he want the full
but it's
thing?
Bitty, isn't it?
Yeah, it is bitty McLean.
It's a bit like if you've ever seen Tingo Philadelphia. Not with Tom Hanks. It's not that kind.
It's very different.
I'm thinking of the comedy. What am I trying to say?
It's Always Sunny.
Yeah, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah. There's a character in that who basically is, let's just say, he's homeless.
Okay.
And they just basically destroy him. And they take advantage of him. He's the guy he's the boss in the Mystic Quest. And the ultimate piss out of. Yeah. Well, in that, he's like a down.
He's in Good Girls as well, and he's boss.
He's a down and out, but like at one point he becomes like a priest and gets sorted his life out, and then they get him back to being homeless again. But his beard at times is very patchy. Very
patchy. Yeah.
How
far away are we from beard transplants though? Because hair transplants are easy. If you got bits
missing. The problem with that is though, hair transplants, you have to take the hair from the back of the head and put it on the front of the head or wherever it's needed. That's it's literally a transplant. It's your own hair. Yeah. It's your own hair.
Never really thought of
that. Most people don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. you're doing well. You haven't had to think about it.
I could do with.
No, you could do it. You could do it. Someone else's darker hair being transplanted.
No, I could
but
do
that's
with a
all
bit
right.
of patching.
And I have noticed you've been on the shampoo. I've
A bit
noticed
of
that.
patching. Yeah, it needs a bit more, to be honest.
It's coming to that time of year.
Yeah.
You got to be looking your best. So where would he take it on his face to fill in the rest of the face?
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Because once you take it off the back, it's gone forever. That's why they take it off the back. They take it because that's it. Those hairs are gone forever. But because it's at the back, you don't see it.
You're going to always have to have an army here.
So where are you going to take it on? You're going to take it under the chin.
I don't think I was prepared for it, having to come up with a scientific explanation for this. But,
No.
And I would have thought
This is very much like...
I'd have thought you'd
of
have
all
known.
people,
This is-
you'd think I'd know more.
This is like Father Ted when, Google had to come
The
up
car.
with another good idea.
Oh, no, I thought you meant the car.
No, when he's laying in bed and he goes like, I didn't realise I had to come up with other good ideas and he can't.
No, I thought you meant the car then when he started fixing
No,
it.
not the...
Because that's what his face would look like.
No, not that.
No, he's got, Dewsbury Hall, circa 1982. He does look like he'd be in the Blue Oyster Bar in Police Academy.
I don't know.
It's just a bit.
It's just, I don't know. I just think clean shaven, Kiernan.
I think so.
He's good.
I think so.
He good. One of my mates is fuming that his name is Kiernan and not Kieran. He still fumes over it.
I don't think David Moyes cares.
Moyes doesn't care.
He doesn't care what anyone's name is.
Does he call him Kieran?
I don't know.
Because it's Jimmy Gardner.
If you call
and
him,
he makes that. He said it 4 times.
Doubles down on it.
Yeah.
Jimmy Gardner.
Yeah.
It's not even. His name's James Garner.
Yeah.
We just call him Jimmy Gardner.
Jimmy Gardner.
Who's he?
He's like it's basically when you had if you've ever had that thing, I don't know. There was always a fellow when I was growing up, and basically his name was Jimmy the Couch, and he was a guy who my mum and dad bought a couch off, and he'd come, if you ever needed a couch or you ever needed, he was Jimmy the Couch. Well, so you'd always have that person,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well, in football clubs, they used to have the rub. Like whoever thing, and he was the physio. No, he was the physio. Like, John the
what
rub.
goes on in football stays in football.
But Jimmy the Gardener.
Yeah,
I've got a
so
guy in my phone called Eddie Gutters, and because he ended
There you go.
Gutters, but I sort of said because I hadn't spoken to him for once a year you get your gutters done. I was like, is his surname actually Gutters? Because that's quite convenient if he's gone into the gutter emptying industry and that's his name.
Well, maybe
I'm actually I'm going to go into my phone now and I'm going to look at the contacts and I'm just going to see what I've got. So I've got Aaron Chicago, which isn't right because Aaron's moved. All right, Aaron, if you're watching, he's moved. I've got someone and it's got SSN at the end, so he works for Sky Sports News.
Yeah, I've got that. I've got on a Sky Sports News one.
I've got Ben NYC, so someone called Ben who lives in New York. Clearly, I know who it is. He's a good lad.
I've got Kieran Ball Street.
I've still got Kathy Ball Street.
So I've got Stuart Ball Street, Freddie Ball Street.
I've got a family as well. I've got James Plummer, David Plummer, and John Plummer.
I've got Christian Cooligans.
Yeah.
I've got I'm trying to see.
I've got Donald Whitehouse here. I don't know who that is.
Well, I've got Steve Boxing UK in my phone.
I've got Eddie Bonsu, and I've got no idea who Eddie Bonsu is.
It's amazing. He's probably great at
Listen to this for 4 people in my phone in a row.
Go on.
Feds, FIFA, Flav, and Flex. If that doesn't say I work on YouTube, nothing else does.
I've got
nothing else does.
What about that one?
Hang on, let me just see if I've got any here.
I've got Stephen Swinger here. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I've got Lorraine Chiropodist. Definitely not.
Hang on. I've got St. George's, and I've got no idea what that's a reference to. St. George's?
Mark Cumbrian.
Maybe that's who I buy me flags off.
Yeah, here's one. Danny Spread. Throws a plasterer. Danny the Spread. Dave the Joiner. I don't even know who he is. Dave the Joiner.
Why have I got 2 for Guy and Ballaghy?
Because it doubles up. I've got 3 for everyone. 3 for Jazza Dickens here.
We're just clanging here, aren't we? We're just clanging.
I'm looking for... No, I think I've just proved it with Danny the Spread.
I've got James 888. Hang on, I've got James 888 and James TNT. So one of them's dynamite.
Big Flav. I've got Dave Florida.
Harry Carpets, I found.
Dave Florida.
Dave Florida, we met him in the States.
Okay. Dave. Oh, okay.
Remember we met him in the bar in Chicago? Dave Florida. His wife's from Chicago, but they live in Florida. Okay. Don't get confused.
No, well. It's fun. It might fun. The ref, I'm going to bring him.
I wonder
I've got
what...
someone.
Terry Murphy's Gin.
Yeah, Terry's Murphy's Gin or Murphy's Pub. Oh, Murphy's Gin.
Yeah.
Well, I've got someone, and I won't even say it, but at the end of it, it's got in brackets, and it's got the here, and it's got so-and-so's beard.
Harry Radio City, Adele hairdresser. What the
Can you imagine
still
what
up,
we're
God.
in other people's phones as, though?
Yeah.
We could be in.
Oh, yeah. James CNC, yeah.
I've got a PT and a couple of PTs.
I want...
Max ESPN. My God.
There you go.
What's going on?
What about this one? No, I won't say that one.
I've got here, Tom Mice Killer.
That's it. They're the ones you want.
Sounds like a wrestler.
So, Danny the Spread is the best one, I think, because that's the... And Dave the Joiner, they're the best.
Yeah, there's one for you. Hey,
Go on.
Rob Firestick.
I don't know what that is.
No idea what that is.
idea.
No
He
idea.
He likes making campfires, that's it.
He does. That's
Yeah,
what
there's
I
a quality one then.
Go on.
Robbie Brookside,
Oh, the wrestler.
the wrestler.
Yeah, he's in mine, Robbie. I don't know why he's in mine,
Robbie
but he is.
Brookside. I've got a sausage.
Yeah, minibus fella. What's he doing in there? I need to sort my phone out. What is going on?
So weird. There's
Why
so-
a nationwide in my phone?
Yeah. Oh my God. It's weird.
Jack, talk Norwich. Jack Reed.
Yeah, I've got that.
I've got...
loads in here that there's definitely still haven't got the same number.
No, I need to go through.
Tony Bellews.
I mean, I've got
Tony
four.
Bellews
I've got
definitely
four for
changed
you.
his number.
Why have I got 4 for you?
Because 2 of them would be like emails, and 2 of them would be like, if he ever rings you on
Johnny
this, just
Phillips.
ignore him.
I've got
Wow.
Johnny Goggles,
Crazy.
but that's an actual optician's, isn't it?
Oh,
Sounds,
yeah.
Sounds like a fake name. I don't think that's his real name. His real name's Jonathan Goggles.
The best
mad.
is like you spread, I'm like the Spread and the Joiner. They're the best ones. Danny the Spread. That's quality.
Did you just say Sally Spraytan then?
No,
Sorry, I misheard you. Sorry, I misheard you. Misheard you. There you go.
And then 2 at the end. No name. Why are they? in my phone?
Oh.
No, I know.
James, have you still got Tina Thai massage in yours? Yeah, just wanted to check.
Free
She's very
customer
good.
service.
Yes. She
Very
relaxes him
reasonable.
so he can drive on a motorway.
That's it.
Not
Offers
very
it.
good because he hasn't had a go yet. Brilliant win.
Tremendous.
Brilliant win. And can they follow it up now, isn't it? It's always that thing of
Always.
got a home game. It's a tough game as well. Newcastle haven't been brilliant away actually this season.
Lost last 4, haven't they?
They're good at home, but they haven't been great away. But it's a tough one, but it's a game.
I'm thinking of that game till 5:30. So
No.
I'm basking in the wins.
Got a bask in that.
I was at 8:01. I was still thinking of Fulham on Monday night.
Why wouldn't you? But no, it was brilliant. And hopefully it is that thing that sort of gives everyone a bit of a confidence.
Well, it's that thing, isn't it? It's like we said that last week, and you've got to start believing, but you can't believe you're going to win somewhere if you don't start winning somewhere.
Yeah,
So it's like chicken and egg, isn't it? And
don't you?
you need Everton teams to stand up and not just fluke it. And I think that's what a big thing on Monday night was like there's no fluke there. Everyone afterwards came out and had to acknowledge how well we played, and loads of people were like, how good were Everton till the sending off, and then how good were they afterwards. And I know there's always going to be afterwards you're always going to be talking about, how are Man United so bad and this and that and the other. But I think from our point of view, it's just not to lose sight of how well we played. It doesn't really matter, does it? We're not going to be we're not talking about Man United. We're not going to be talking about Man United going forward. We're going to be talking about Everton. Yeah. That's up to them. Don't get me wrong, it's not a great Manchester United side, but that's why it was important to keep what we had at the game and keep doing what we were doing, because it isn't a good Man United side. Don't play the occasion, play the game that's in front of you. And Everton have so many times been lost in that, in Merseyside derbies, going to Old Trafford, going to Stamford Bridge, wherever it is. We get caught up when we've had great opportunity. Even this season, when you look at like Anfield, okay, they were on a great run, and it's dead easy to say now, if only. But we were so bad in that first half, and the second half proved that we could go toe-to-toe with them. And for whatever reason, in that first half, the players didn't turn up. And it was just good to see that. I think what we're seeing is, hopefully, we're learning, aren't we? We went to Sunderland, and for 30 minutes, we were brilliant. And then we missed the second chance, and it did change the game, no matter what anyone said. And in this game, we got to half-time, and it was so important. Those 5 minutes after half-time was so important on Monday night, I thought. Don't throw away everything that you've done in the first half by giving up a stupid goal. And we didn't, and once we got through those first 5 minutes, so it's learning in every game, and you see that from Barry as well.
Yeah.
And Barry had a great game Monday night, and he has to just take that on now to hopefully on Saturday continue that. And if he can just get one that goes in off any part of his body, then it will be huge.
I thought his social media is really, he was again all over it, and he was like, it's coming, and you can see that his confidence is sort of getting game by game going up now, and I think that's important. So you buy a young player like that, you bring him in, and he's used to playing, which he was the last few years. You've got to go in on him as well.
Do you know what would be good? And I'd like to hear Sam's thoughts on this. It's like, when he's not, hopefully, even though he hasn't scored, if he acknowledges that he's playing well and he's doing well, and it doesn't even matter about the goal, if that makes sense, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, strikers are there to score goals, aren't they? But if the team's winning and you're contributing, then it is a team sport. All that really matters is the result at the end of the game, innit? So he's putting a shift in, like he did against Fulham. He did, he improved against Fulham. He played really well against Man United. Didn't have any opportunities really too. So didn't miss anything in that respect. But I think he's on the right track now, and I think everyone's behind him. And I think obviously if he goes another 6 months without scoring, there's going to be some head scratching going on. But it'll come. It will come. He was getting himself into the right areas, wasn't he, against Fulham? Man U was
scored, didn't he?
He scored, and it wasn't even
inside
offside. Yeah, and Giants offside. So it is coming. But I think just that whole, people often talk about these moments when, and they often talk about it with like title chasing teams or title winning teams, where they have a moment when things change and like the shackles come off, or they believe in themselves more, or they achieve a result that perhaps indicates they're on the right track. But it's not just about title winning teams, it's about teams like us. And it's like Old Trafford, we've won there twice in 20 odd years. It's a big win for us. The manner of the victory was obviously really important. The belief, there's a little bit of momentum now, isn't there, with 2 wins on the bounce. The belief's there. The big thing about any achievement like that, you've got to follow it up. You've got to follow it up with a positive result. Or certainly not lose the next game, because it does tend to negate a little bit of the goodwill and the kind of momentum that you've built. And I think Barry's a part of that, isn't he? And I think the biggest part of it, I know we've talked about Dewsbury Hall, but obviously Jack Grealish and Dewsbury Hall have come to the club with a different mindset, I think, and a different way of playing the game, not just technically, but in terms of like how you eat up seconds on the clock, how you frustrate the opposition, how you encourage them to foul you when you're just trying to, kill a bit of time. All while having the biggest smiles on the faces, both on the pitch and then off the pitch. And it was really interesting watching Dewsbury Hall, obviously watching from the bench at the end, waiting for the final whistle. And just, he was like a fan, looked like a fan. So, you can work hard, you can apply the quote unquote dark art of the game a little bit to your advantage, but it doesn't mean you don't enjoy it. You can still enjoy yourself. And I think that's what a lot of the squads, it feels like from watching, are starting to kind of be encouraged by that. And hopefully Barry's someone else who's buying into that as well.
Well, the good thing is, if Barry, I think if we eliminate I think now Barry plays every game, no matter what.
He should.
I don't think there's a doubt in the manager's mind, though. I think if you go to Old Trafford and you play like that, I think you've earned the manager's trust. And I just think if that's been secured and he does score, obviously, but I just think if that's sorted, then that's a problem that's gone
out the way. Yeah,
and it's cutting down those problems, isn't it? It's just going. We talk about it, the business, and you're like, right, that's sorted now, and we don't have to worry then about too many other problems in terms of. Then it's just about the whole team going into each game without the conversations being who's going to be playing up front, who's, why isn't this player getting a chance? Why isn't that player getting a chance? I think the manager sort of settled, in a way, the right-back situation by putting Garner there. Garner won't be at right-back going forward because we know it's been taken out the manager's hands in many ways. But the manager is at least, he has identified the issues that maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago we were like, how have you not seen what's going on? And I think that's dead important. And it takes all those question marks away. The right back situation, we know now it'll probably be Jake O'Brien, because we've simply run out of options now.
So light in midfield.
Yeah, we're so light. We've gone from a situation where we had loads in midfield to being light in midfield. So that situation's been taken out of his hands, and as a fan, you totally understand that. Centre forward situation sorted. So the next one really will be who replaces Njai when he goes, and that's up to the manager now in the next few games to give Tyler Dibblin an opportunity. And when you think about who's going to be on the bench in the next few weeks, really we're only going to have possibly 5 in it or on the bench who've got any chance of starting. And then you cut that, then you're looking at Asnu and you're looking at Dibblin, and so it becomes like Beto, Dwight McNeil, Carlos Alcaraz.
Timmerabun.
Well, Timmerabun will be playing. He'll be playing. Well, he will, won't he?
Actually, yeah.
He'll be playing. So then
you're waiting for Mail and Roll.
Then you're cutting them down. Hopefully, Mail and Roll will be back, and obviously that operation will have been put in place because to get him back.
Of course, yeah.
So it's because he's going to have less options.
Seamus is going to be out now.
Well, Seamus is going to be out, but even that, Seamus is sort of he ain't starting right back. Go ahead, mate.
Just remind me, did we sign Roll on a permanent, or is he on loan?
He's on loan with an obligation, but
Right.
the obligation is, well, the obligation. The obligation is Everton don't get relegated. So, basically,
I was talking to someone about this the other day. I would be very interested to see small print on that, whether that was the only stipulation. I know that was the stipulation they said, they come out and said publicly, but I'd be very interested to know whether that is actually the only stipulation, because I imagine legally there might be more than that, than just, because they came out in the old beam and going, oh, it's done. That was them who said that. It's done. All they've got to do is avoid relegation. But I imagine on the Everton side, it might be a little bit more complicated, just because why you can't.
I don't think.
No. But what I'm saying by that is, what I'm just saying by that, if that lad played the first game, broke his leg, and was out for a year, surely there's not a chance on earth Everton would have to sign the player. Surely there must be something in there, but that's what they said anyway. So I hope we do sign him. He looks a good player. Just let's hope let's hope the operation sorted out.
Get him used to the intensity, so his body can handle it, and then he's available all the time.
But hernias are, and him and Patterson have had one. Hernias are a classic case of overworking somebody, and that means that they've obviously tried to bulk him up, and body's not responded to it. So now they're going to have to slow down.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting, but we've given ourselves a great platform to build from. Let's hope we can do it. You know, the next 3 games, 2 of them are at home. You know, if Everton could get 7 points out the next 9, it'd be an incredible return. Yeah. Even 6 out the next 9 would be really good.
Who is it? We've got Newcastle Saturday, then is it Bournemouth, is it?
Bournemouth away on the Tuesday, and then Forest at home. And that'll be horrible, because Dites will come, and they're dangerous because, as they've just seen with Liverpool, they're dangerous because they've got the pace on the break. And but, you know, it's important to remember that at Anfield, they hadn't got out their own half till he scored off a corner. And then they scored a minute after half-time, the same breakaway. So we have to be wary of that. And we won't play as high as Liverpool did, but they're down near the bottom for a reason. And that's what you have to remember. And we have to take advantage of that. But first things first, and it's Newcastle who midfield's excellent, but they've not been great this season. They've been below Everton, aren't they? So if Everton were to beat them at the weekend, there'd be 6 points between the two teams. So it's up to us now. It should be lively. 5 on Saturday night should be noisy, lively. And everyone should be absolutely buzzing to get in the stadium after beating Man U. And hopefully the lads can take it on. Okay, missing the dress will be a big thing.
I think an important thing is the closer we get, the quicker we get to, like, and maybe we're there for a lot of people, the closer we get to like a points tally where people feel comfortable, and that might be now, by the way. The more people just are relaxed going into a game, and more people just enjoy going the match, and it's just about that match, and it's, you know,
and the manager as well. I think the manager relaxes, doesn't he, and plays slightly less cautiously.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's it, isn't it? Whatever that points tally is, he believes he's that kind of manager. He'll have marked out the season in chunks.
Well, he's got more now than he had the coming the last week in January, Everton have got more points already
Yeah.
than this time last season,
Yeah.
than what we had. So you're right. I mean, still not acceptable because we had a terrible return last season when he, till the Spurs game on.
Yeah.
That was the game we won and we went above it. But you're right, he'll mark it out and hopefully. And I think another win of Everton could win on Saturday. They'd be on 21 points.
Yeah.
I think you'd look and go, right, okay, let's just, we can relax a little bit. And listen, we want to keep building and building and building. But I think that gives everybody a massive belief in what he's doing, what we're trying to do. And the other thing I just wanted to say before we just move on was, he talked before about the importance of Dewsbury Hall and Grealish. And it is, they've played in big European games when you needed that dark arts. They've played in teams that are expected to win and all of that. I think when you come into the club the way they have, and then you go away and achieve a big result like we did the other night, it gives them belief in the team and experience. And both of them actually on social media have referenced Everton's away end as well after the game and all of that. I think it builds up what the club's trying to do.
Yeah.
It sort of underpins their decision to come here. And then lads who are in the team as well have the belief that look at these buying into it, look at the way they're reacting, and it all merges together. And just think back, and I'm not in any way saying this will happen this season, but the last time we won at Old Trafford was the year we obviously had Martinez, and we should have finished top 4. We blew it near the end, but it was our record points total. That was the game that sort of underpinned because there was moments in like November. I remember us going to Palace and we dominated the game, but we didn't win. And there was bits, we were playing really well, don't get me wrong, but when we went to Old Trafford and won, it sort of felt like we can actually win anyway. And what followed the next month, we got beat 4-0 at Anfield and we had to pick it back up. But what I mean is, it gave everyone a belief that maybe we could go to these places and get a result. And we had a great performance at the Emirates, I remember, where we were miles better.
Well, that was the fault. That was the game after, wasn't it?
So it's those things where people start going, this team actually is doing all right. Now, I hope, listen, I don't know what we'll do this season, but I hope people look at it and go, as a team themselves, we are a good side and we can get big results when we need them. We did have Lukaku at the time as well, which made a huge difference, but onwards and upwards.
Yeah, 100%.
Right. Yeah. I asked on Premier for some random questions, just as a different little section for the podcast today. So we've got some of them. Ryan Williams, I mean, this feels a bit hard, but he said the best 11 to have played under David Moyes.
Oh, behave yourself. I don't even know why you're reading that out.
But I reckon, because I'm going to give an answer, I reckon it was probably between 07 and 09.
Yeah.
Everton were really, really good. And we had Yakubu and Arteta.
That's a show, that question.
It is. It is. So there you go. Keith Hall said, whose slap was better? And even this we can't really answer because we didn't see the other one.
Did we not?
She says, Garner on Keane or Dyche on Patterson? Well, we've got no footage, have we?
That we know of. So...
What was that
we
show
can't
that
say.
was briefly started by the UFC called something like Slap Contest or Slap Power or something?
Oh, when they had to just hit
and
each
they had
other,
to just slap each other in the face with no defence.
No.
Maybe the Everton team have been watching a little bit of that. I'd imagine, and I would hope that Dyche's slap on Patterson was stronger than Gay's slap on Keane, because Gay's slap on Keane wasn't even a slap. It's a push, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was rubbish.
But I'm no slap expert.
No, me neither.
No.
But Stephen Strong's asked a really good one. Since we've drawn level for all-time red cards in Premier League history, should we try and gain more red cards to outrightly own that honour?
If we win every time we fight with our own teammates, then maybe that could be some weird galvanising ritual that we do. New Zealand do the hacker. Maybe we could do the slapper. We could just all slap each other silly before the start and whistle, so you can't get sent off, can you? If it's if it's consensual. If you say, "Ref, I asked him to do that," so,
to just wake me up, I was just feeling a bit groggy. Yeah,
just consensual slapping.
Yeah,
it's the future. It's the future.
Maybe. I'll be honest. I'm all right with not owning that. if I'm being honest. But hey, it was worth it. Mark Mack says, on the back of the news, Sheffield United were looking into merging with Sheffield Wednesday.
Well, the owner was.
The owner was,
yeah.
If you had to merge your DNA with an animal to create half human, half animal, what are you doing?
I mean, is he trying to say that if they'd merged, they would have become owls?
With
or
blades?
Part owl.
Owls with blades.
Imagine
Owls with like blades as the like the talons and stuff, with just blades.
That's weird, because I actually saw something this morning where someone on Instagram was saying that they live in Thailand and they'd seen a local cockfight, and I mean everything goes on in Thailand, but this is a different version. And he actually said they put razor blades in between the toes of the chickens. And the people enjoy watching that. That's terrible.
And then they all go to Nando's afterwards.
Yeah, with what's left. Everyone's a winner, as Abba said. Or maybe they didn't, I don't know.
I think Abba said everyone's a winner.
They probably said it. They just didn't.
Winner takes it all.
They didn't say it in a song.
Winner takes it all.
Maybe they should have said it.
Maybe
they should have said it.
Maybe you should just start saying, as Abba said, for whatever you say.
Yeah.
It's a game of two halves, as Abba said.
That would actually be a really good show on TV. Did Abba say this or not? That would be really good. I could see that happening. I don't know. Part cheater.
Yeah, for the pace.
Just get the pace going. Do you know what I mean?
You can get out of a lot of stuff if you're lightning quick, can't you?
Yeah.
What can leap really high like a what do they call those?
A frog?
Gnats. A frog? Yeah, maybe a
frog can leap really high.
One of those flying squirrels. I could be one of them.
Hang on, don't they just fall gracefully?
They float.
So what about a bird then? Because birds can fly. So you'd be you, but you could fly. We'd have that DNA.
I don't know. Nelly Furtado put me off.
Did she?
Yeah.
Fair play. Let's move on then. Connor said potato Europe or tomato Europe. Is that in? I don't know what that is. Is it in reference? No, neither to me, so we'll move on.
Is that like a TikTok generation thing?
We have no
maybe.
idea.
James, no, he's down with the youth.
He's down with them. Steve Thomas says, if you could be one electrical home appliance, what would it be?
Toaster.
The toaster?
Doesn't get used that often. Does it really? You know, it's left alone most of the time. And when you do use it, all it's doing is warming up. So you just get a little warm glow for a bit. And then you get left alone for...
just chill for a
you just left alone for a bit.
Would you be bored, though, do you think?
Depends what you've got going on, innit? Depends what's going on. You might count the crumbs that are at the bottom.
Be a lot, that, though. That keep you
busy, though, wouldn't it?
It will keep you busy.
Well, what would you rather be? Used all the time or just, like, sitting off?
Depends what you're getting used for, I suppose.
Look,
there are some things that maybe spring to mind.
I'd probably do one of them.
And we're talking about an electric blanket.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
I'd be a slow cooker.
Okay.
Because people have put loads of meat in me, and I'd just be able to like enjoy the juices. That came out wrong.
Fair play. I just thought you meant you were.
That did come out wrong.
I just thought you meant you were thick.
Yeah. I mean, I am a slow cooker, whatever I'm making, whether I'm using a slow cooker or not. But that's It just, the flavors there, and it's like taking time to do a good job rather than rushing stuff because we're all too busy or something like that. What I said sounded rude, anyway.
It did, but fair play. I'd probably be a kettle, just on the boil there, ready, make keep people happy, hot
simple.
drink.
You're either just on or off.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
It's steamy.
That's it. Steamy there when it.
And all electric appliances either on or off though.
I think he meant the regularity.
They do by us. It must be hard being on standby all the time.
Yeah.
Quite literally. They're coming in. They've got to they've walked past.
They're on Just Eat
I know.
Again.
When they pick me up and dunk me with the water, I know I'm getting used, don't I? But if you're on standby, it's like, I can't relax here.
He's walked in the room. He's going to put me on.
He's coming over to me. He's coming past me. You never fully be. See, I'll be able to relax, won't I, once, Steve?
You're always in that state, aren't you? That fight or flight stage.
Exactly.
Would you go old school, Baz, and have a whistle? You could have a whistle, couldn't you? When you
they're annoying, aren't they? Because I might have to do the effort to make the whistle. Know
Well,
what
I
I mean?
think we should all have them as humans, and when you get too stressed, it just starts whistling on the top of your head.
Mine would be like
That's
that.
not really that's not really the kettle doing any work, though, is it? Because you get
the steam.
It's the steam doing the work for you.
It might annoy me though. I don't want to make this noise until someone say, because if it whistled for a bit and then turned off, I'd accept it, but it doesn't. It
What if you
whistles
don't
till
like the
someone says
whistle and it's like it's the anxiety? Oh, he's gonna put me on. I'm gonna have to do that whistle.
Yeah.
You're always in that state of anxiety because you never know when you're
I'm
gonna
not
get
having the
used.
whistle.
You know what I mean? So,
Professor Poopy Pants. Yeah. we're
well,
not
what's the question?
What do you think of the budget?
Hell, mate.
I mean,
someone
I'd like
wants
to
to
know
take
what
money off me.
Yeah, I'd like to know what Professor Poopy Pants thinks
He's a
of the budget.
professor of.
I'd
Yeah.
get
What did
him
he-
on like one of the news shows, like answering.
Yeah, what is he a doc? What did he doctor in? That's the question, isn't it? What's he got a PhD in? That's the worry. But then at the same time, though, that's like saying there might be a doctor. What about Dr. Fox? What's his PhD in? It's got no reference to his name.
Well, Doctor Who.
Can we talk about
It's a different Dr. Fox.
Oh.
Not that Dr. Fox.
say it.
There's two different Dr. Foxes.
Okay.
Research it.
Probably other ones.
One's an axe, because I remember occasionally people go, we've got Dr. Fox on the news now. Like, I don't need to know about the top 40, you weirdo. Just tell me about whatever infectious diseases going around.
Okay. Let's move on.
Do you know what I mean? But no one ever says he's a doctor in foxery, is he? Is that a thing, foxery?
Foxery.
Probably not.
Through people's bins. That's what foxery is.
Is it? Fair enough.
There you go. Michael Woods,
Well, call me a fox then.
Michael Woods says, have any of you officially announced to anyone about your official retirement from England duty? How arrogant is that manoeuvre? I know I'm still good enough, but I can't be asked.
I have retired. I remember, I think it was a couple of Euros ago, I officially said I have retired now. Because at the end of the day, we're all eligible to be called up.
Of course.
We could all be called up at any moment to play for England.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's stopping us.
Well,
So, no, well, you know what I mean.
ability.
I'm still open. I'm still waiting for the call.
yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
I
even know what my
retired.
best position is, but it's.
I've retired from.
I'm
I've
ready.
officially retired from. Which celebrity do you share a birthday with?
John Oster.
Is he a celebrity? Is he?
Right.
That was in one
Right,
second.
because he's got exactly the same birthday as me. He was born on the same day as me. So me and John Oster are basically twins.
I would say you're more recognisable than John Oster at this point.
I think I am. I wonder if he's still got the bowl head.
Little funny part. Mine is Louis Armstrong. And let me tell you something about Louis Armstrong. I listened to a documentary on the radio about him. And apparently he was the first, like, one of the first pioneers to take, like little handheld recorders with him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he just used to record on his own in the dressing room after shows in like the 40s and the 50s. So then you're playing all this, and it's like the first ever podcast because it's just him going, "Oh, I had a great night in Chicago just there," and it's just him talking for ages. It's proper funny. It's proper funny.
Yeah, I've got Emma Watson, Luke Evans, Seth Rogen, all on my birthday.
There you go. Not bad.
They're just a few. I mean, there's loads, obviously.
It's not John Oster, though, is it?
Not John Oster.
It's not John Oster.
Hang on, one. I'm going to say footballer. Let's see if there's any. Zach has done this before. I don't think there's any good ones on my birthday, but let's try. Let's have a look. Matthias Sule. No. Albert Riera. No. Andres de Salan. Salandra.
I've
Remember
got
him?
Di Stefano. I can never say his
De
name.
Stefano, have you?
Yeah, I've got him.
Not
I've
bad.
got
Oh,
Mason
like it.
Mount. I've got Andre Silva.
Not the real
I've
Mason
got
Mount.
Tony Popovich.
Okay.
Great.
I've got
surname.
Tom Eaton, the goalie.
Fair play.
Stephen Defoe. Philip Anderson. He should play for West Ham. Finidi George. Me life's complete. Finidi George. Remember him? He'd do the thing and he'd spank him. And then he'd lift his leg up. Like the dog having a wee.
Are we talking about football here or what?
That was still football. It can be applied to other
Hang on, listen to this then.
Go
Listen
on.
to this.
Go on.
This is going back a subject.
Yeah.
There's something called the Dr. Fox effect, and it's not that.
Okay.
It says this is a psychological phenomenon where students highly evaluate a lecturer based on their charisma and enthusiasm rather than the quality of the educational content itself.
That's interesting.
Okay.
The Dr. Fox effect. Now, as I said,
saying like he's a doctor and he's foxy and that kind
they're
of.
like, oh, this fella's good, isn't he? But actually, he's crap.
Style over substance. Yeah.
It is, isn't it? It is, isn't
Fair
it?
play.
which is maybe
'Cause
why he called
we've had
himself Dr. Fox.
We've had a few footballers who've had the Dr. Fox effect, haven't they?
Absolutely.
And you go there, good, and it's just
I don't
steppers
tell.
and-
I don't tell. I had the Dr. Fox effect.
What is he? Ben Taylor says, for fun, as things are quite positive, give us each of your predictions for the scorelines of the next 4 fixtures.
No.
Didn't we do this the other week? We don't point.
I just don't understand why people ever do predictions. It's the most nonsense thing in football, predictions. You can't predict.
Sorry, Ben.
You can't predict things. It's literally impossible. There's not a chance on earth that anything we say will happen.
He's just
It's just nonsense. I might as well say
we'll win, lose or
I
draw.
predict
I
that halfway through the game, a dinosaur will erupt through the middle of the pitch.
Can a dinosaur erupt
Yeah,
through the middle of the
exactly. It has. It will do. I'm predicting it.
Okay. Sorry, Ben. I mean, Alan, this better be a tongue-in-cheek question. Alan Hayes. Which was the most important save? Southall against Mark Falcao or Pickford against Joshua Zirkzee? Stop it all. I think Alan's just having a laugh.
Alan's been drinking.
He's being playful, isn't he?
Is he being playful or is he just being classic Alan?
It's probably classic Alan.
You know what?
So we got up, had a couple of sherbets this morning.
Someone called him Dr. Fox and he's like, oh, look at me. And he's like, yeah, not that Dr. Fox.
I don't know about this other Dr. Fox. I'm going to have to Google him when we're done.
What about this? This was
I don't know anything.
This was a random themed Everton question.
Yeah.
If David Moyes had to manage one match wearing a fancy dress costume, what should it be?
What game or what fancy...
What game and what costume?
What game would be a rubbish question? Hull at home. That's the end of the answer. No, I reckon Toffee girl.
Moyes as a Toffee girl.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. And who would we play, Sam?
I think that's less important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a big game. It has to be you'd have to be end of the season. Last day of the season, every manager should do it.
Yeah.
And they have to pull that out of
no, but they have to be away.
They have to be away, and they have to do a draw like the FA Cup. So they go Sam Allardyce will be dressed as a St. Trinian's girl.
Yeah, that's tremendous. Just have 2 pots.
Yeah.
Get 2 pots. Have a draw. The draw it takes 4 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
Why 4 hours?
Because that's what draws are like now, aren't they? While they get they get 27 different ex-professionals out to talk about their careers, and then they put their hand in the bowl once, pick it out, say the thing, and then get off, and then they get another one on. And yet 2 pots, all the managers in one, and 20 different things in the other that they have to be dressed up as. And it's just like you're watching them in the crowd, loads of different ones in there. And he's like, just beforehand, it's like, who I am? Who are you looking for? And the jury's like, well, I wouldn't mind it, but sometimes I don't mind dressing up as lady. So I don't know, whatever, you know what I mean?
So go on then.
I'm having David Moyes as it.
As it.
Dressed as it, the clown.
With just holding the balloon.
Holding the balloon at the side of the pitch for the whole game, just menacingly looking. Going, I'll make you float, whoever we're playing against. And yeah, very menacing.
I'd love to see Pep Guardiola dressed as Neil Warnock.
That would be interesting. The big... What about some...
No, what about some like...
Wenger with the long coat?
Pep dressed as a mime artist. And he's not allowed to break.
I'll be honest, I could see Pep as with the black and white thing, easy,
a lot of that
just
anyway,
with the gloves,
Yeah.
He wouldn't look at... See, Pep...
Tony Adams would be great at that.
Adams would be really good at it, moving it, wouldn't he? Pep wouldn't look out of place, though.
I know, but he loves running over to tell someone at the end of the game. He was having a go at a cameraman the other day.
He could just mime.
He was like, you were in the wrong place. You should have been over there, like that.
Carlo Ancelotti as Homer Simpson. That'd be interesting. A good one.
Well, he is in Brazil, so yellow is a standout.
Yeah, that's it.
Arne Slot as a Rangers manager. Yeah. Just to back up your theory.
Well, he's already cosplaying as Klopp, isn't he? If Dave was here, we'd hear that. But yeah. What if every World Cup manager for the first game, and I could see this happening, has to go as like a tribute act to Donald Trump?
Yeah.
I could see that happening. They've already got rid of Ronaldo's ban.
I know, but would they just all look like him?
No, but it's like a tribute.
Yeah, but
or something that pays homage to like American culture.
Yeah.
Statue of Liberty or something. Imagine him standing there like
Dead body on the floor being shot.
Yeah, friendly fire.
And let's have one more playful one, because that went dark. This is the very last one. Right? If Goodison Park could talk, what is the first thing it'd rant about?
Thank God that's over, it would say.
Yeah.
Thank God they've gone.
Yeah, God, they're the worst tenants ever.
They go, what? You got rid of them and you've put them in there? No.
Why always me?
And you've ripped out half the seats.
Why always me?
You've ripped out half the seats as well. Why don't you just let me die? Hey, why don't you just let me die? I was ready. I'd had a good send-off. I'd had a good send-off. I was practically in Switzerland. And you've let, oh, why?
And while we're here, have you moved me pigeon?
The wake was boss.
Where's me
Why you
pigeon?
just let me die, eh?
Enough.
Why?
Enough. Light-hearted.
I can't actually, while we're recording this, I can only see Baz. I can't actually see Ped, so I could just hear him.
My
I
God,
wasn't sure
thank
if he was
God.
genuinely on his arse there.
He was. Thank God. This is this is the last one. I can tell you straight away. What's the most Everton thing you could possibly say after going 1-0 up? Mine is end it now.
Yeah.
End the game now.
Stop the count.
Just let's go. Blow the whistle, ref. Let's walk off the pitch. And that could be after 51 seconds. We take the lead.
Yeah.
Let's leave it there. That on Ped's Goodison Park impression, I think there's no better way to end it than that.
Just let me die. Just let me die.
Right, we're done.
I'll tell you what happened in the headlock. If you just let me die.
5-star rating it. Sam, top man. Oh, hang on. No.
Okay.
We're carrying on.
No.
We are.
Oh.
Sam, you done the playhouse on Friday. You were in the city. You done the playhouse on Friday. What was it like, mate? What was that gig like for you?
I was boss, thanks. Yeah, it was great. It was amazing. There was a woman who messaged me beforehand saying, I'm doing a press-up challenge around the world in weird places. I'm going to be sat on the front row. Can I get on stage and do some press-ups with you? And I thought, no, that's a terrible idea. But something happened when I walked out to start my bit of the show. I just walked out and I was like, I saw this woman on the front row and I thought, I bet that's her. I said, are you Michelle? She went, yeah. And I said, we talked about press-ups. She got on the stage.
Yeah.
Everyone was going mental. We did some press-ups together. Someone gave me a sweet. She got down. It felt like Butlins at the start, which was not the vibe I was going for.
No.
She got down back on the seat, and I said, "What's it for then? Is it for charity?" And she went, "No."
Just felt like doing it.
What's the point of that?
Just felt like doing it.
Just for herself.
Well, we did it, but it was
Tremendous.
great. It was a great show. Thanks to everyone who came out. There was loads of people who watched this channel as well came out. So yeah, it was just boss. It was one of them nights where you go, yeah, that was great. That.
Brilliant. So is the tour going well?
Yeah, tour's going well, and I've only got about 5 dates left, and they're all next year now. So I'm done tour date wise for the year. So yeah, just a few left next year. So yeah, I'm good. Looking forward to.
You can come in the studio then, can't you?
Yeah.
Well done, mate. Well done. Right, we definitely are. Yeah, we definitely are.
Come in the studio, lad.
See ya.